Hello everyone, welcome to the Agent Training Center. This is Will Sanders, and I want to go ahead and go over everything we need to do to go ahead and get started today. First, we want to go ahead and just give you a little more information about myself and how I got started. Basically, what happened with me, the guy that you may have seen one of our videos named Brent Miller, he's the guy that pretty much introduced me to everything and walked me through the whole entire process. Basically, what happened, we actually were friends from college. We used to go to school together in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And so once we were going to school, he graduated. He moved to LA. I moved to Orlando, Florida. And once I got to Orlando, I started off working at Subway, making about $7.25 an hour. Hated it. Wanted to really move on to really just basically build a much stronger career, okay, and not necessarily come down there for that. So, I started looking around and trying to find different jobs and stuff like that. It was still a rough time there. I mean, I had to, Subway, they had me working 12, 13-hour shifts, and living in Florida, it's a right to work state, so they obviously did not care about my shift. They can fire me for any reason if they wanted to. So I really hated that feeling, and they didn't give out breaks or anything. So it was a rough time for me. And so basically, I started looking around to find different things, like I said, and I moved on to Disney actually. I started working at the reservation center. Still had a rough time there as well. I mean, I like the job. I put in a lot of effort there, and I basically gave the best effort I could possibly give any job. And it was really just a struggle trying to make extra money. I only made about $9 an hour, so I mean, even with the best effort I can give a job, they really weren't trying to give me any more money, and I ended up, really just needing to look around for something else. So I started looking online, and I tried a whole bunch of different programs as well with Amway and prepaid legal. I did door-to-door sales for Home Depot and Sears, and I did some merchant services for Central Payments. Did a lot of different things. So, I really never found my niche. Okay, and once that happened, I just needed to find whatever was going to work because I knew I was supposed to be in business. I knew I really had a passion and a drive for it, but I just couldn't find what was going to work best for me. And so, like many of you, you probably have tried a lot of different programs for yourself, and I was kind of one of those people, and I really couldn't, talk to my family and friends because they were like, you need to just go back home. So I was like, look, I have to find a way to make it work, and thank God I did. So I actually started looking around, and I figured I'd stick to what I know. And I remember my friend Brent, he hadn't had a job since like 2007. So, I was really trying to figure out what the heck he was doing. Because I knew he lived downtown Hollywood. I know he said the average rent down there was like $2,000 per apartment. So I was like, okay, let me see what this must be working for him. So, I gave him a call, and he pretty much explained everything to me, walked me through the whole entire orientation process. So once that happened, I told him, look, I got about $50 to my name. I got to find a way to make this work. Thing that I did my first week, I made $880. My second week, I made $1,420. Right then and there, I quit my job, and I was basically able to work full time from home. The whole and the big part about that for me was that, I was really able to make a shift completely financially, but also just emotionally to finally find that one thing that finally worked for me. And so it's been going well. We've built our own online agent training community, which you're at now. You can also be able to use this site for everything you need to access, and we've helped close to thousands of people. Probably by the time you see this, it will be thousands of people, if not more. And so it's going to grow and grow and grow. We've helped a lot of people work either full-time or part-time. We have an agent, I think, every single state of the country. So it's been a lot of massive growth. This agent training center pretty much started at its full potential at right around March. So it's been growing, really, really rapidly as time has went on. So it's been good. We've been able to help a lot of people. So here you're going to be able to get the best possible information. And our program is more so geared towards long-term success. We're not just trying to give you just another job. We want to give you the freedom to be able to walk away from any job for the rest of your life and give you that true financial freedom that you seek. Okay, so this is the place you get it to get all that information. We have a lot of different programs for you to be involved with to help you make even more and more money. If you're someone that's coming in with basically $0, we can help you too. If someone who's coming in with a lot of money, we can help you too. So with either situation, just be prepared to be able to get the best possible information to help you grow. So what we want you to do is a couple of different things. You probably saw when you signed up with Instant Rewards or whatever program you came in, but primarily with Instant Rewards, there's a $20 site that you were on to $20 per referral. So that's where you're at right now. You're actually able to make about $20 per person. Okay, so it helps you, just to get the ball rolling or whatever and whatnot. A lot of you probably started for free, so it works out as well. So you can actually start making money right away. But we want to help you actually obviously make the most amount of money. Okay, I think everyone's here to make a lot more money than they used to, so we want to help you do that. All right, so we have a couple different things you're able to do to make that happen. We do have an $80 site, okay, and our $80 site is basically just a commission upgrade. It's nothing too crazy, it sounds like a lot, but $80 site is not you paying $80, it's you getting paid $80. Okay, so just make sure you understand that as well. All right, now in that process, we have a couple of different more promotional offers you're able to go through. Really simple. Usually, the commission upgrade is basically just put in place that you can make even more money per person. Okay, we kind of look at our program as kind of Monopoly. You want to make sure that you're able to get paid on all levels. So when you play the game Monopoly, you're able to basically, you're the purpose of the game is to get the most real estate, so that every time it lands on one of your real estate or one of your property, you get paid. Well, the beautiful part about what we have is you get paid and we get paid, so everybody's happy. Okay, so it's a possibility for you to really be able to build your career here with what we have, because we help everybody make money. So if you and anyone else that you would bring here will be able to make money and not have to spend tons of money to do it. Okay, so that's the opportunity we give you. So with our $80 site, it's an optional upgrade that you can do. It's going to basically help you make a little bit more, about $80 more per person, and basically just have you go through a couple more offers. Now, the benefit of that is that the offers that you are able to go through, a lot of them will pay you. Okay, so you definitely want to plug into that. So, give an example. We do have an offer, and it's called Grade Fund Discount Savings Club. Now, it may or may not be on there by the time you see this video, but it usually will be. It's pretty consistent. If you don't see it, it'll probably come back on relatively soon. Grade Fund Discount Savings Club gives you a couple advantages. It gives you two $20 Visa cards and a $25 American Express card. Okay, now when you do that, that offer will give you basically $65. It costs you $1. You made $65 for a $1 purchase. All right, and that also gives you credits towards completing your one full credit for your 80 site. Okay, so you want to definitely go ahead and grab that. They also give you, I think, 5,000 freaking flyer miles on Spirit Airlines and stuff like that. So you want to go ahead and grab that offer when you do the commission upgrade, and the video below will actually walk you through the entire commission upgrade. Okay, so just so you know exactly how that's going to work. But that's one of the offers we have. Most of the offers pay you. You can make anywhere between about $165 or more from just the offers we have. We have another one called AutoVantage. It just gives you some protection with your car. So if you have a car, it will work for you. Definitely go ahead and look at AutoVantage. It also costs $1, and you get a $50 back, a cash back for your gas. Okay, so that's $165 or $115 before you even start working. That's your first. That's today. That's not tomorrow. That's today. You see that all in writing when you go through the offer pages. It's not just something I'm telling you just for the sake of saying it. Okay, so AutoVantage is another one you want to look at. We have other offers like Smart Shopper Savings Club. That gives you a $50 Target card. Okay, so what that does is when you get a Target, you have that $50 card you can use anytime you like to. Or, some of you want to get the cash, there's sites that you can get the cash and switch your Target card to money, whichever way you want to do it. That gives you $165 for your first day. Now, what is the cost of the commission upgrade? Doing all these different offers to get your one full credit should never cost you more than $10. Okay? Never cost you more than $10. That's all it takes. You're going to make $165 to do it. It's going to cost you $10. So technically, it's more than free, really. But you can make $165, $10 purchase that you have. Maybe $15 at the most. That's if you're just acting crazy and you really want to splurge. But overall, we want to keep staying to that number. Okay, if no more than about $15. All right, at the worst case scenario. Now, and this is a completely optional. Okay, if you're someone that's coming in, you're basically at the minimum, you want to basically do this because of, $15 is not worth saying no to. It really isn't. You spend that at McDonald's. You want to definitely go ahead and find $15 somewhere, go ahead and do your upgrade. That way you're making at least $100 a person. So every time you refer someone to our network for the work from home aspect of what we do instead of the product and service aspect, you will make $100. Okay, and they'll make their $165 when they do their upgrade. All right, so it actually works for both sides. Okay, so you want to go ahead and do that. But like I said, it won't cost you much money, so you're able to actually go ahead and do that so that you can make the most amount of money with what we have and also upgrade to other programs when you're ready, when you start making more money. Okay, so that's something you definitely want to do. That way you get the best basic bang for your buck. All right, so definitely go ahead and do that, and you will definitely see that your numbers will go up and your finances will definitely increase. All right, and also with the upgrade, we have a lot of different programs, a lot of different offers that you can select from. So just feel free to pick whichever ones you like. The only requirement they do have is that you at least keep the offers for about 80% of the trial period, and that's just so that they actually, you've actually had an experience with the product or service that we promote. It is a very important part of what we do, and if you were the owners of those companies, you are paying a lot for someone to try something, so you at least want them to actually try it. You're not really not required to buy anything we have. Okay, so you don't have to keep any offers. You can cancel them if you want to after the trial period or right before the trial period ends, about 80% of the way through. But it's in your best interest that if you find something you like to just try to keep it. If it's something that does, that you like and it is worth it to you, we have several different promotions for you to pick from. So definitely go ahead and just try to keep it if it's something that works for you. If not, hey, you're able to part your ways and go the other direction. Okay, and so very important part of what we do. So under this video, you're going to see information on how to actually complete that commission upgrade. Make sure you do that. Your link to do that is going to be in the welcome email from the person that was brought you here. So if you want to make sure that you get that, just go ahead and get back in contact with them to make sure that you go ahead and get your welcome email. If you don't have your welcome email, just make sure you get in contact with them. If you do have it, just go ahead and walk through this. You don't want to call them and bother them too much because they're out here trying to make money as well. So we made this whole entire system so that you can make money and focus on what you need to do, so you don't have to worry about bothering anybody else or have any of the distractions there. Okay, so you can be completely self-sufficient on your own without needing anybody. All right, so you want to go ahead and grab that link. It's in the welcome email that you should have got. If for some reason you did not receive a welcome email, in the How the System Works tab above here, you will be able to go ahead and look through there and you'll see the welcome email, or there may be a link under the video to go ahead and click on as well if you did not get a welcome email or you cannot get in contact with your sponsor. Do not click the link unless you cannot get in contact with your sponsor and have no welcome email. Okay, so just make sure you understand that. Now, and that's the link under the video, by the way. So now, so once you're able to do that, that will get you your, walk you through the whole commission upgrade. It's only about a few more offers, not like an outrageous amount of offers. So, and you do get paid for them. So it's obviously a good situation for you as well. All right, so you should do about 165 your first day today. Okay, so definitely go ahead and look to do that. All right, now, once you've completed that, if there's any issues with getting credit for your offers, all right, you're going to see on this right side up top here, under the support tab, okay, you'll see a thing that says missing credit requests. Okay, when you click on that, it's going to be a little sub tab. Just go ahead and click on that, and that's going to give you all the information you need on making sure that you've actually gotten your missing credit requests and you can actually submit them without any problems, and everything will be clear to you. So definitely go ahead and do that. All right, now under there, you'll also see in that same thing, once you have gotten your credit, you can actually go ahead and download our offer sheet. Our offer sheet is there so that you can keep track of every single offer that you would complete. All right, so definitely go ahead and download that. That way you're not, spending, a lot of time or worrying about forgetting anything. We don't want you to forget to cancel and have any surprises. So we do that. Now, God forbid, hey, if you were to forget, 99% of our offers will give you your money back. Okay, so you don't have to worry about any, forgetting and them charging you some outrageous amount of money. You're just out of luck. Majority of our offers give you the money back anyway. So either way you look at it, you're okay. We at least want you to have this offer sheet so that when you download it, you can actually keep track of your whole program and not have to worry about any additional costs. Okay, we want to make sure, we know that you're here to make money, not to spend it. We get that. So we want to make sure that you can do that without any issues. All right. Now, once you've completed your basically $80 upgrade, that's going to qualify you to receive the most amount of money. Again, please do that. No excuses. Okay, no excuses at all. You get paid to do it. At most cost of $15. It usually never costs that much. You can even do it cheaper than about $5 to $6. To be honest with you, but worst case scenario about $15. Make sure you get that done. That'll at least give you $100 per person minimum. Okay, So that's what you want to have in place so you can make the most amount of money. And once you've done that, you will be set for life. And no, you don't have to keep doing offers again. Once you've done that, you are good to go, and you don't have to go and next year and redo offers on instant money, instant rewards, anything like that. You don't have to worry about any surprises there as well. Okay, so just so you know that there's no monthly auto ship or any surprises there. Okay, there's no scamming or pyramid scheme. None of that stuff is going on here, so you have to worry about none of that as well. Okay. So once you've done that and you got your upgrade, everything complete, you watch the video that says Step 1 Commission Upgrade 1. Once you've watched that, you want to go to the next video, and it will walk you through your My PC Backup upgrade. Okay, now this is another optional upgrade. This gives you an extra $50 a person, so now you're making about $150 a person. Go ahead and watch the video, okay, and in your welcome email, you'll see the link from the person that refers you, so that you can go ahead and click on their link to go ahead and complete this. Okay, again, do not click on the link below unless you cannot get the welcome email or if you cannot get in contact with your sponsor, whoever refers you to this network. All right, and once you do that, you are good to go. So just go ahead and do that, and it's really simple. It's another option you have, and My PC Backup is a great program because it helps us basically be able to make the most amount of money with what we have. Also, make sure everything that we have is backed up, so that you don't worry about any surprises there. So just go ahead and watch that video. All right, under there you'll see our passive residual income video, and it's going to talk to you a little bit more about just been paid and JSS Tripler. Amazing. Okay, this one program is worth you being here. Not even all the other stuff, not even just the other stuff we have. This one program, you will be excited about it once you see it. All right, and just go ahead and watch that. At the link below will actually show you to the next a couple other videos that will explain it to you in more depth. But you definitely want to get plugged in here. It is free to start, no surprises with fees or anything like that. Please look at this video with the Step 3 Passive Residual Income 1. Okay, now. Also, the next one we have, we'll talk a little bit more about another program we have called Zeke Rewards, which you can actually look in as well. That'll help you make a little more money. Also free to start, so you can actually get involved with that as well, and just get plugged in there. Okay, so definitely go ahead and look at that. Now, so you want to make sure that everything is good there, and that's will help you make the most amount of money. So just make sure you go through these videos so that you're making even more money. Okay, you don't have to worry about outrageous amounts of money being spent. So just relax, put your guard down. You're making $165 your first day at work, so relax. Okay. Once you've done that, the next video you'll see as our Step 5 is going to say Passive Residual Income 2, should say. Now, if the video order changes by the time you see this video, don't panic. Sometimes that will happen, but just go ahead and plug into the videos that you see in place. All right, just in case the video order does change by the time you see the video. Now, the Passive Residual Income 2 is going to talk about Empowered Network. Very, very, very important part of it. Definitely go ahead and watch this video. Okay, Empower Network is amazing. All right, if you haven't found out about it, you will need to look at it now. It's an amazing program what we have. Gives you the freedom to basically do a lot of blogging, but also be able to build your brand online and things like that, and really just tell your story. If you're one of those people that have a story to tell and you've been through a lot of different things and you feel like people need to hear you, the Power Network is a place to get it out there. Okay, if you're one person that loves to write, loves to talk, loves to communicate, express your emotions, express yourself, it is the perfect program for you. Okay, so we want to have all that. Now, if you're asking yourself, well, why do they have all these programs here? Our goal is to help you get paid residually for everything that you do. Okay, what does that mean? That means that you can do something one time and get paid for it forever. Okay, so if you were to apply that to I don't know, if you make a song, if you're a celebrity like Beyonce or I don't know, somebody like her, you make a song, she gets paid for the rest of her life from doing one song. All right, that's her game plan. So this is in place the same exact way. When you go through this process and you watch someone through it, you also will get paid for the rest of your life from one activity. Okay, so it's not just about your upfront amount of money. This is the back end money that you'll be able to make. Because remember, our goal is to help you be done with jobs. That was my goal. That's what I prayed to God, and I said, look, if you can show me how to make money out of nowhere, I'm going to learn it, and I'm going to teach everybody I know how to do it, and that's what I've been doing here. So this whole program is geared towards that. So your goal here is to make sure that you have all the programs upgraded. We call it Get All In. Okay, it does not cost an outrageous amount of money. Get all the programs started, walk through everything so that you're getting paid on every level. We'll teach everybody, just like Monopoly, get all the real estate. Get all the real estate. No excuses. Find a way to get it done, and you will see that you will make the most amount of money with what we have. Our goal is for you to be done with this whole process in about a year. What do we mean by done? That means your passive income has overcome your expenses in a period of a year. Now, some people fly through that and do it in even less time, but we make it a worst case scenario a year. Okay, and once that takes place, you're done. You can go ahead and do whatever you need to do. Me personally, I'm throwing a retirement party. I'm 25 now. It's 8/5/2012. I'm going to be throwing a retirement party on my birthday, which is on 29th of January. Okay, and I'm going to be down in South Beach. I live in Florida, so I don't think I'm going to retire down there. And what I mean by retire is now my passive income has went way over my expenses level. All right, so if you guys want to invite, come with me, you're welcome to be there. But I'm throwing my retirement party, and if you do the math, that would actually make it a year for me as well. Okay, I started in January, and I'll be done in January. Simple as that. So it does work, and you will see me there, and I'm going to take pictures and send them to you. All right, so definitely get ready for that. Now, once you've completed all the upgrades and everything, a couple things you want to do. You're going to see here it says creating your welcome email. Make sure you go ahead and get that created. All right, that way you get the most amount of information there, and people can actually sign up for what you have. So you have to do the welcome email. You cannot do this without the welcome email. Okay, make sure you get this part completed. We have a video here that'll walk you through everything. I think it's step 6 here to create your welcome email. Walk you through the whole entire process. All right, once you've done that, that gets all your links together so that people can click on your stuff there. All you're basically doing is just basically taking your links out and taking the links of the person that refers you to the network out and putting your links in place of those. Okay, it's really simple. That's all. That's really all it is. But just go ahead and make sure you do that. All right, now once you've done that, you see a video about setting up your phone system. We use Google Voice to basically take calls for people that are not on the call center, which we'll explain to you a little bit later. But you want to definitely use Google Voice. It's free, and basically with Google Voice, you're able to. It's like a voice over IP, where you're able to, have a phone number basically for the rest of your life. You can call people on a computer, take calls from the computer, and fly it to your phone. You can have all your phone rings ring at one time. Great program. Okay, this video will explain to you exactly how to do that so that you can get your calls in. All right. Under that, the next video, step 8, will explain you how to set up your PayPal account. Make sure you go ahead and complete that. Okay. So once you complete your PayPal account, you will be able to get paid. All right. Now, with Instant Rewards and a lot of other programs, they do primarily hope that you have a PayPal account. However, you can use your actual bank account. Okay. Now, really important thing here, you'll see what I'm talking about as you go on, but just to make sure that you get paid, just in case someone does not explain it to you, when you refer someone to the network through Instant Rewards, okay, specifically, you're going to go to the top and go to the order tab. Once you get the little the message that they've met the offer requirements, go to the top, log into whatever site they completed, whether the starter or the 80 site, okay, the $20 site or the 80 site. Go to that site, and you'll be able to go ahead and click the order button. Okay, and once you scroll down, click on the button that says order, and that will guarantee that you get paid. Just so that you're not sitting there with all the people that you referred and you're not getting paid. You're wondering if you're thinking you're getting robbed, and you're not. So you got to make sure you go to the order tab, order your money. It'll say maybe 20 or it'll say 80, but what that means is they're going to pay you all of your commissions at once instantly. Usually with Instant Rewards, they pay you within 24 to 48 hours, usually more so in the 24-hour range. Okay, so you'll be able to get paid right away. All right, so it's not like a long waiting period as well. All right, so again, you'll see in there when you click on the order thing, it'll say 20 PayPal or 20 direct bank transfer or 80 direct PayPal or 80 direct bank transfer. All that means is that they've taken that's the site that they did it on, but they're going to pay you for all the ones you did. So don't think you're only going to get paid $20 or $80. You're getting paid for all the ones that you did that time. All right, and once you click that order tab, you will be able to get paid right away. They'll send it right to your PayPal account, and you could actually transfer the funds from your PayPal account to your bank account, or if I think once you were with PayPal over a certain amount of time, you're actually able to apply for the PayPal Master Debit Card or MasterCards. And what happens is you're actually able to get whatever amount of money is on your PayPal account. You can actually use that money and have a card to go with it as if it's your own bank account right away. So when you get paid from the Instant Rewards or the My PC Backup or different programs, you're going to be able to access that cash right away. That is what we call instant rewards. Okay, so if you have bills due, you can use it immediately. All right, a lot of other, and also with PayPal, they do allow you to pay bills online, so you can. This will help you obviously accomplish that as well. All right, so definitely go ahead and look into setting up your PayPal. Okay, now this video. Last one is about posting your ads on Craigslist. Okay, very important part. What we do, if you're not going to plug into the call center, which I'll explain in a second, you'll be able to post ads via Craigslist, so just do advertising. You're free to advertise wherever you'd like to advertise. We do have an ad you can use under the advertising tab, which you'll see in a moment. But you are able to, do your advertising wherever you want to basically just bring more calls into you. Okay, you can do direct marketing, you can do a whole bunch of different ways to bring more and more calls to yourself. Okay, so that's just an option that you have. All right, we have a lot of different ways for you to get calls, so don't feel like you have to do it a certain way or be this way or be that way. We have a customized game plan fit for you, so that we can actually, if the person who referred you can make a customized plan for you. They can sit down and really talk to you about that. As well, and so that way you get the most possible information. But this video will cover how to post ads online and things like that. Okay, now you'll see here that we have an optional lead buyer able to purchase leads. This is something we're kind of more so moving away from, just because we have some other things in place that you're actually going to see in the same spot as this video, which is actually going to be our call center, which you can also participate in as well. Okay, so when you see that video, you might not see it yet, but if you probably, by the time you see this video, probably already be there. So definitely go ahead and look at that. The call center is honestly the best option in the sense of just getting unlimited amount of calls in. So you're going to want to plug into that as well. Okay, and once you plug into that, you'll see that you obviously will make thousands of dollars. Our expectation for our team, once you get good at this, is to make $1,000 a day. Period. That's our game plan. So, and it's not hard to do that. I know it sounds like an outrageous number, but when you put the numbers together, $150 per person, 7 people, $1,000 one day. Doesn't take that much work. Okay, so you want to make sure that you do that. All right, and then once you went through all the steps and got everything set up, a couple things you want to do next. You want to go up top here. All right. And you want to go back to the, well, you see the proof pics as well, by the way. This is just proof of some of the people that are making money on our team. We're going to upload more and more. And please, when you get paid, please upload your proof pics, okay? People need to see that you guys are making money. Don't hide your cash. Let people know, because it makes you look better and it makes our program look better, because people come in here thinking that they're getting ripped off or scammed, and it's not the truth. Okay, because they're so used to thinking if it's not a job, it has to be a scam. That's not the truth. We people do get paid. I get paid, you get paid, everybody gets paid. All right, that's why these proof pics are real. So when you get paid, please post your proof pics. Do not post anything but proof pics. Don't post pictures of yourself, nothing like that. We don't need to see you right now. We need to see the proof pics, okay? So just understand that. All right, this is not one of those sites. You want to keep it professional as possible, okay? Now, once you've done that, you can go to the up top. You'll see the how the system works tab. You'll see a thing that says IFW Networks. If you would go, you can go ahead and click on that, and that will give you more and more information about what we do. Okay, so you can get a clear understanding of how that will go. So once you've done that, and this makes it a little bit easier to get just understanding the background concept of how this freebie network program stuff goes. Okay, once you've done that, you can click on that. We'll read that tab. Then you want to go to where it says How the System Works tab. Go ahead and look through that as well. All right, go through that whole entire thing there. That way you'll be able to get all the information that you need, okay, on how our system works, just so you get it. And the reason why we go through all this training, I know it's a lot, is just so that you become the best at what you do. To be great at what you do, you have to be willing to be a student of the game. Okay, you want to take the time to learn it so that you can make money. The reason why you are where you are in your life, good or bad, is because of the way you think. So how do we change that? By upgrading the knowledge in your head, helping you be able to think at a higher level so you can receive at a higher level. Okay, so you want to come here and say, hey, I want to give the effort so that I can make the most amount of money. We have the program in place for you to do that. Making $1 million here is not that complicated. You can do, we have everything in place for you to do it, but you have to be willing to put the work in. Okay, so go ahead and go through the tabs so you can make that happen. Now, the How the System Works tab here will give you some very valuable information on getting everything up and running there. So make sure you've done that, okay, and that way you understand that whole process. Next tab, the script tab, extremely important. The script is probably the most important thing we have, because if you don't know the script, you're not making money. Okay, you must, absolutely must learn the script. Now, the script is relatively long, you'll see, but it's only because it has 5 scripts in one, so the 5 separate situations. So don't get overwhelmed by it when you see it. It's not that crazy. All right, when you see it, it's pretty much common sense. Okay, the only part you really have to memorize is the part where you see it says orientation script. Okay, that's the part that you absolutely have to memorize. Other things you need to just generally know. All right, which you'll see here. Okay, so just when you plug into it, make sure you check out the orientation script. Okay, but just learn as much about the script as you possibly can. Once you get past that, you can check out the advertising tab, and that'll give you more information about how to get more and more calls and outdo everybody. Okay, so you want to definitely go ahead and plug into that. That way you know how some of our advertising works and you're clear on that whole process. Now you'll see the one-on-one training is an option. You can look into something you can do as well. You see that tab up there, and there's some other stuff you can play around with. Okay, now a couple important instructions. If you are somebody that is having problems with getting any of the information or lost, you can always go to our support tab on the right corner. Okay, and the support tab will have you plug into whoever you need to talk to basically be able to get any additional information that you need to grab. Okay, it'll have information about me personally. If you need to email me about something, I do sometimes take time to respond back to emails. I'm not an immediate response person. I'm gonna tell you that up front, so don't expect it, because everybody emails me. All right, so just know that I'll get back to you eventually, but it's gonna be some time. Now you'll have information on the phone number for Craigslist. Also, you'll have information on any questions about instant rewards. You'll actually be able to plug into that as well. Okay, so just go ahead and do that. Now, if you are still having problems, we want you to definitely come here first. Okay, before you go to the mentor, make sure you come here first. Most everything you need to know is on this site. Okay, now for some reason you come across a situation that's not here, please scroll down all the way towards the bottom, and you'll see a thing that says forum. Okay, on the forum tab, you're going to want to make sure it's going to be on the right corner. Sorry, right side. It'll say forum. You see, there goes Karen Crave there. Hey, Karen. But anyway, you'll see that. You'll see me there as well. Put something in the forum if you have a question that has not been answered or something that's going wrong, and we can respond back to it. Do not post problems in your chat. Okay. If you don't post problems in the main room at chat, if something's going wrong, I prefer you to message one of us directly, even instead of putting it in the forum. But if it's a real big problem, we do not tolerate negativity on our training site. So it's one of those situations we don't budge on it. We will ban you from the site if you want to continue to post negative comments. We're not here for that, because we do help people make money, and you see that it's not a scam or anything like that. When people are here and they're not, if it was one of those situations, then obviously we would be out of business. Okay, so you want to make sure that you understand that. And if you ever have any questions, put it in the forum, and one of us will respond back to you. Okay, or you can message someone on here via the main room, or not main room, but the members online. You'll see that you can message somebody on there if you have a question. Jeremy is a good person to talk to. And there's a lot of other people you can talk to as well. Alex is a good guy as well. So you can, get questions answered there as well, and do your thing. Okay. Now, if you're somebody who likes to blog, you can also post in our blog section. Make sure it's something positive related to what we do. We don't just want you just blogging about, LeBron James winning championship. But I am a Miami Heat fan, though, by the way. But anyway, and yes, I was a fan before LeBron. But anyway, just want to throw that out there. But yeah, so you want to definitely go ahead and do that. Also, you'll see on here we do have just basically a lot of information. If you're somebody that needs to get even additional coaching, we also have weekly conference calls every single week. Okay, we have a conference call. All right, every Wednesday night at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So you want to go to the conference call tab up top, and you'll be able to get information about that. It'll walk you through the whole entire process, get you the number and access code. Definitely go ahead and plug into that. We do record the calls now, so you can actually get, if you, for some reason, if you're somebody that works or is busy on a 9 o'clock time frame on Wednesday nights, you can go ahead and get the you can get the recorded call. Okay, we'll usually get that within 24 to 48 hours up there. All right, so definitely go ahead and plug into that, and they are all dated, so you'll see that as well. All right, but we want you to make sure you commit to the conference calls because that's where we give all the insider information. You know, we don't cover everything on the training site when it comes to the things that happen brand new every day. So please plug into the conference call. It is not the thing you want to, get bored or say, oh, I don't want to do that. No, it's not one of those situations because anytime you miss a conference call, you're losing money every time. Okay, plus we do Q&A stuff on there as well. So if you're one of the people that has questions and answers, definitely plug into that. Okay, so that is the information. That is the entire training site. I think that's all we need to cover. Again, obviously, we're going to keep it as positive as possible in here, and this is how people make money. So, as you go through this whole thing, through our training site, just go ahead and get everything set up, just so you can get, make the most of money and get everything rolling. Make sure you get your upgrades done and all that, so you're all in and making the most amount of money. Make sure you've done that so you can get paid. Once you've completed that, you'll see that your income will go up dramatically. And just plug in. It's time for you to make money. It's time for you to make that change in your life. And I promise you, we have put the system in place for you to do that. It's as easy as it can be. Okay, we've had tons of people come here who never made money in any other program out of nowhere come here and make money like crazy. And it's because the way we set things up system-wise and the time and energy we put into it every single day. All right, so you can make your money. I don't care if you have a rent due today. You can get paid today, make money today, and make it happen. Trust me. When you see the whole program, you see what we have, you watch the videos, you see more and more what I'm talking about. When you plug into our conference calls, we pack it out. We try to get as many people on board with the conference calls as well. So definitely plug into that, and you'll see the success you have here. So get excited, get ready to make money, and we'll see you at the top. Thanks so much for being here. Welcome to the team.